Yo, right here in the small box. Yeah, hey Ron, we'll see how that goes. It's not just a simple move, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. We got the Ville here, Drake, Disses Kendrick, and Iceman Episode Break Down. Oh Lord. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Listen, y'all do know how I start this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's go. Yo, you. Why'd I do it like that? Right here. In the small box, right here in the small box. I ain't gonna lie, my hand is twitching right now. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex, welcome back to the channel. Shout out to the Flex Mob, shout out to the Shadow Mob. I appreciate y'all equally. Thank you for tapping in, giving me your time, stopping by. Well appreciated for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in with the Ville's video. Apparently Kendrick got dissed in a complex article about Drake's Iceman series. You just can't let it go. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know something about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know something about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. Don't forget to hype the videos up, all right? Bet. Now let's go ahead and make this happen, bro. We got about 10 minutes and 30 seconds with the Ville. Let's go.
You know the rollout is so bad when you have to explain the rollout for everybody else. This is insane, man, because we know...
Damn. Run that back again.
You know the rollout is so bad when you have to explain the rollout for everybody else. This is insane, man, because we know that when this came out, all of the fans that stick with Drake through thick and thin, they realized that this wasn't what they wanted. They were very disappointed in this rollout. And Drake is so bothered by it, he has to explain the rollout himself through this complex interview. But not only explain the rollout, but also throw subliminals within the interview. And that's what we're really going to focus on today, because this is just ridiculous at this point. Do you really think that you explaining the rollout is going to make it any better or make people feel like they should go back and watch it?
The reality and the harsh reality and dark reality behind that is yes. You got to remember the average consumer is very, very disconnected. I don't want to say slow anymore. The average consumer is very disconnected from the kind of conversations that a lot of us be having. The average consumer probably just found out Drake was live streaming. That's how average the consumer and how far removed that consumer is. So unfortunately, yes.
Kaicenat said that this performance was lackluster, to say the least, as well as the fans that are always sticking their neck out for you. There is no way that you coming out here to explain it is going to do any better. And we're going to get to this part of the article, right? This is where he starts to explain why he did the YouTube format, why he decided to do live streams, and what he said in the middle of this. Reading between the lines here, he says, so when it came to the rollout of his 9th studio album, Iceman, he wanted to try something new, a series of theatrical live streams on YouTube where he could debut new singles and build up a storyline around the project before it drops. I have been trying to act. I have been trying for a challenge, he says. The game is extremely calm seas right now. Nobody is rocking any boat on the water. And so once we discussed the live stream rollout, it just sounded like the perfect mix of risk and reward for me. Well, if Drake is a gambling guy and you're going for high risk, high reward, you definitely lost that bet for sure.
This is how Iceman was. Point camera at random thing and make it look amazing.
The Drake curse still continues to live on within this one, because there was no way anybody was rocking with this. Like I said, his own fans were disappointed. And I think it goes back to the imagery that he was using, the subliminals that he was using. I mean, let's just be real, bro. Let's just be real for a second. Imagery,
Let's go ahead and read these for a second. That's it. Very disappointing. Iceman not gonna be good. I don't care if you're a Drake fan. You gotta be honest. No button press. I'm not converting this any. Damn. That's crazy. Calm seas will not Kendrick's GNX mosh pits that are natural and not forced and not AI, by the way. Let's not forget that. I said the wall is back.
Liminals, cryptic messaging, that's not Drake's style. He was getting upset because he was tired of the photo cover magazine, silly interview, and then dropping the album. But let's just be real for a second. You've never been the type of artist that would present something cryptic that people would have to decipher and break down. That has never been your lane. And it's harder to do that in a lot.
You are not Kendrick. Oh my God. Don't even get me started on this part. Don't even get me started on this part, bruh. You see this right here? And I caught the end of episode 3. This part right here. Let me tell you something. I kid you not. This looked like a fake ritual. Hold on. Let's end the Iceman live series, all right? I'm going to go ahead and end the Iceman series, okay? I just wanted y'all to tap in for episode 2, you know? So this is episode 2 Iceman right here, all right? All right, cool. So y'all need to understand. This looked like a fake ritual, bro. This looked like a whole fake ritual if I'm going to keep it tall with you. What's this whole Pinocchio thing? There is no description that you can give me that can justify 4 Pinocchios. There's nothing you can say, oh, Pinocchio is supposed to represent this guy and this guy and this guy. No! That is garbage. You are what? Yo, oh my, yo, this actually bothers my spirit because you drove around Toronto in a whole Iceman truck. Now we talk about Pinocchio. What's the significance? What's the correlation between an Iceman truck and 4 Pinocchios? Tiff, you better not. It makes no sense.
Live stream where you have to entertain people for minutes and hours in advance. You would go live for an hour, 2 hours, 45 minutes. And what would happen? Absolutely nothing. People would have to wait, and feel the patience dragging, and nothing would ever happen. Another thing that was a problem with what he said in this article right here is that he says that the game is extremely calm. And, you know, and that nobody is rocking the boat. Rocking the boat. Did you forget who rocked?
Yo, you are, okay. If you are standing on what you're saying, that only proves how far removed you are from music. Sarah, I like your point right in here. I'm just wondering why Drake had to step into the hip-hop lane instead of just sticking to pop with a side of rap. At least Drake could still keep his ghostwriters. I like that because on Mic Drop TV's video, we broke down the streams, and we noticed that his best streams come from majority pop songs. And then when you go and look at Kendrick's streams, majority of them come from actual rap songs. Or maybe you can consider 1 or 2 of them a pop song, but with rap verses. Let's make that clear. Pinocchio's gonna sue Drake next. Don't kill me. How the F are you a worse liar than me? That's hilarious. Big Kiss reaction video of the Iceman. But look how far removed you are, because what do you mean rap was calm? Rap is on a high. That just goes to show you that you're not educated about your rap history in America and Canada. What's good, neighbor? How you feeling? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Bro, I gotta ask, are you familiar with Cardinal Official? Are you familiar with Maestro Fresh West? You gotta be familiar with Maestro at least. Are you familiar with Socrates? Are you familiar with Chaos? Are you familiar with Mishi Me, Northern Connection? Are you familiar with any of these individuals from Canada that's pretty much laid the foundation for rap music here? I'm curious. Somebody's got to ask these questions. And let's not forget, you got to also, because you want to be over there, you want to be on the charts too, you also got to know your rap history in America as well. How well do you know about the rap greats? Because there is a big, numerous amount of them all over the States. How familiar are you with that? How familiar of what rap used to sound? Like, are you familiar with these things? Man, I said about 17. I am sick. Even a teenager is more mature than. Well, I mean, we got Connor, so.
Rocked you? Did you forget who beat you in the battle? Because Kendrick Lamar is the person that has been taking the whole world by storm. So if you're talking about rocking the seas, you got to talk about Kendrick Lamar. It's also the reason why I think you're doing what you're doing. This is the reason why I think he was doing these whole cryptic messages in his videos in the first place. This is more Kendrick's style. This is more Kendrick's lane. It actually reminds me of.
God damn it. God damn it, bro. You know, say they know, knowledge is power. But what you need to understand that copying pasting doesn't work for everybody. When you copy and paste a concept, an idea, they're usually designed for the individual that came up with it. If you're going to simply just take it, at least try to make it your own. When I see this book right here, How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies, that's how I see Iceman. How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies. That's what Iceman looks like. You could have just kept it you. Why didn't you keep it you? And you being Toronto, why didn't you do that?
G and X when Kendrick was describing how to be like Kendrick for Dummies in the Squabble Up music video. When he's reading the book and the title says that, it makes me feel like Drake took a page right out of the book and he's trying to copy what Kendrick is known for. And then you're saying that nobody is making noise, nobody is rocking the seas. You got to be kidding me, man. I think this is just you trying to take a shot while trying to be humble about your work. There is no way that somebody is reading this and thinking that you're not talking about anybody in particular or trying to shade anybody in particular. However, this is completely false because Kendrick just broke the record for most gross sales in a tour stadium.
You hate to see it, don't you? My God, look at Vibrant coming in the chat with some wisdom right off the bat. Look at this. I'm going to pin this right here. My goodness gracious. Knowledge is power, but wisdom is legacy. Yo, if I had a microphone, not this one. If I had a microphone, I would have dropped it. Not this one, though. I need this. Damn. Out the gate. What's good, Vibrant? My goodness, I love it.
All that. Check the paperwork. It's right there. But it doesn't stop here.
God,
he continues to say things. He continues to talk about certain things that happen in the live stream. One thing that I will say that he said was funny, and I thought funny as well, was when a fan had approached him. Drake was mostly showered with words of adoration from his hometown of fans, but there was one attention seeker who shouted out, "You're a B." From the street. Drake responded with some banter, firing back. So what's up then, big dog?
Yo, what's up then, big dog? Yo, don't run away now. Pussy. Yo. We'll fold that up right now. I need that as a drop. Jesus. Since 2009, I had this B jumping. I know people are... Oh, Lord. Yo, don't kill me. It's talking about Kendrick's career, but someone put it out that Drake's Forever verse from 2009 sounds like Kendrick wrote it. That's crazy. Drake said, waiting advice to a constant reminder why the F is a constant. Hey, Sarah speaking some facts. I'm going to tell y'all that much.
Don't look away now. Don't look away now. We all know the clip that they're talking about. Yep. He says that he brings the moment up when I ask about the funniest thing that happened on stream so far, responding probably when this random tall white guy said that I was a B word. When I was driving and then I just literally turned up midstream, I wouldn't even say I broke character because that's some Iceman-ish. I guess you can't just page me while I'm driving around spreading good vibrations, he adds with an LOL. He started moving quick after that, no more talking. Well, it's funny that he says that he started moving quick because nobody had saw that. After he got approached during that situation, nothing happened. The live stream actually cut off. And nothing happened after that. So it's funny how he's saying that the guy ran away when there's no video of the guy running away. They didn't even show a video of the guy talking smack. You only hear him from the distance. So him trying to act like he like pressed this guy or confronted this guy is completely ridiculous. He was driving a truck mid traffic. There was no way that he was going to get out and try to talk down on this guy at all. But I just thought that was funny to point out. Another thing that I saw here that was real interesting was this other persona that he was trying to put on during his whole establishment of Iceman. And I talked about it in a recent theory. He was comparing himself to Iceman, the infamous mobster who was known for all of his evil deeds. He says that I watch a lot of documentaries, a lot of them having to do.
You know what, Sarah? I just read your comment, and it just made me think about the whole shooting in front of his embassy with the security guard. Because ever since that happened, you haven't heard from the security guard since. So your comment made me think about that. Oh, somebody, he probably paid dude to cuss him out. I look at the shooting in front of the embassy. I'm like, a security company that's owned by Drake. Okay.
With true crime, Criminal Minds, all that type of stuff. I watch those type of documentaries a lot, and as you get invested,
I got
you start
you,
to try to solve things before you even know where it's headed or where the answers are. Drake says it's like this sleuth energy. What did I learn? What did I miss? No pun intended. He says laughing, but yeah, it's a crazy to see people make 3 to 2 to 4 hour videos on their thoughts and building conspiracies. It's interactive content, and that adds such desirable element more so than a music video with cars and things. Not that those aren't lovely sometimes. Also, seems like he's just copying me at this point. I'm just playing, bro. We keep it a legend, but yeah, it does seem like this is adding on to the Iceman theory, where he's trying to compare himself to the Iceman mobster from back in the day that was charged for all these heinous crimes. Another thing that people were pointing out in this interview was what he had talked about on a separate sheet right here. He says right here, I think I am always capable of recognizing when things are shifting and not being weirdly affected by it, not being jealous, not being thirsty, just finding out how I shine light or coexist or make it a part of our ecosystem. He says, with this, I just would study IRL streams versus the stagnant bedroom cam streams. And I feel like IRL just had so much unpredictable energy and movement. And we just started asking crazy questions.
What?
Shine light or coexist or make it a part of our ecosystem. He says, with this, I just would study IRL streams versus the stagnant.
With this, I would study IRL streams versus the stagnant bedroom cam streams. I feel like IRL streams just had so much unpredictable. Bro, what are
bedroom
we doing?
Cam streams, and I feel like IRL just had so much.
Yo, you shouldn't have labeled it like that. You study bedroom cam streams.
Unpredictable energy and movement, and we just started asking crazy questions like, how high can the quality get? How many cameras can we get to go live at once? 12, 13, 14? Can we get a drone shot to go live? We just started getting unhinged with the request because we wanted to push it as far as possible.
Neighbor, I haven't heard anything about the shooting since. What's good, Slay? Hey, we got hey, we got Big Slay in the building. Miss Celebrity is in the house. Look upon her, eh? With the big shout out from Deleted. I see you.
Possible. And the interesting part is him saying that he's not being jealous, knowing that there's a shift in the industry, knowing that there is a shift. And you think about it, right? What shift are you talking about? The shift in music, the shift in popularity. Is your popularity going down and is Kendrick Lamar's going up? And then you have to back it up after saying this by saying that you're not jealous, not trying to be thirsty, but also trying to get the most well-established live stream to make this go successful and then still flop. Seems to me that you're trying to keep up with the times, trying to be something that you're not. Because honestly, bro,
you're trying to keep up with the times, but the times is trying to run away from you.
Drake is not known for this type of stuff, right? A lot of his fans were mad about it because he is not known for this type of stuff. So for the fact that you try to put on this persona, like you're not jealous of anything, that you're not upset about anything, and that you're trying to be unbothered is completely obvious to tell that this is just a front. There is no way that anybody would believe that you don't feel affected by any of this. It doesn't make sense how they're asking you how you decided to stream and how you wanted people to coexist in your world. And then you start off by saying that you're capable to realize that things are shifting, not being specific on what is shifting. If you're talking about the way that media is, I really don't think this is the case. I think you're really talking about how things have shifted for you when it comes to popularity, public opinion, the way that you're grasping people's attention, the way that people are looking at you now, seeing others be successful, other people being in the limelight, and trying to say that you're not jealous, trying to say that you're not thirsty, makes me feel like this is your way of trying to say that you're unbothered. Again, I don't think that you're trying to talk about the cameras or the streaming.
Yo, big sis, you know se me gachiano. Easy money. Come on, that's big sis right there. That's family right there, damn near. Come on, no.
Situation. I think you're talking about how you are realizing there's a shift with the way that the audience is looking at you and the way that the people are catering to you. To be honest, I thought that after the situations that happened with his album getting leaked and all these other things about Iceman getting treated after episode 3, that he wasn't going to put it out. He was supposed to drop it in the summer. We're already going into the next year. We're almost 2 months from January, and we still haven't gotten the album. I don't think we will get the album. If we don't get it in December and we end
Keep in mind, we're supposed to get that album in the summertime.
up getting it in January, to be honest, it's already lost a lot of momentum. I don't think you doing an interview with Complex is going to benefit you at all. I don't think that this is going to help you one bit. Unfortunately, I feel like this is a situation where you put yourself in a predicament where you have to try to see yourself get out of. If people weren't rocking with it, let me explain it. You already messed up being cryptic and then trying to explain the mystery. That's not what it's about. You're supposed to let your fans do it. But you know you messed up because your fans aren't able to do that. You know what I mean? And the ones that are able to do it were upset because they were let down because you promised something greater. You promised.
Yo, what's good, LTFM, bro? How you feeling, man? Good to see you again, dude.
Something better, not just staring at the screen all day, hearing some elevator music, waiting for something to happen. Anyways, this is just my take on it for the time being. Y'all can tell me how you feel about this. The article is longer than what I just read. He also confirmed the theory about him comparing himself to the mobster Iceman that was convicted for a whole bunch of heinous crimes. I had talked about that in another theory where he compares himself to that man, including with the UMG paperwork where they had threw like a little jab in there. If you want to check out the video, it'll be somewhere here in the title or next to the video. But y'all can tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
Keep it a legend. Yo, just like that, bro. It's crazy, ain't it? Get the hell back to the drawing board. Keep whatever you were trying to do within the city, because that's what was working for you. When you lean on Toronto, Toronto supports. When you explore Toronto, Toronto will stand by you. That's how Toronto is. I've already explained the fans of Toronto. They're very loyal. Well, not all of them, but they're very loyal. Right? Majority of them. Why not take advantage of the majority that appreciates and loves you instead of constantly ignoring them? I remember I did say going overseas does help. But in the crisis that you are in, the last thing you want to do is head overseas. Keep it at home base and figure it out here first before you venture outside these walls. Just as simple as that. It's not difficult to do. It's very easy, to be honest. But if you are so hard-headed to just ignore all of that, then you're on your own. If you think you got it, then go ahead and do it. But I'm here to let you know, if this is what you've been running with this whole time, I'm going to tell you, whatever you got left is not going to work. It is what it is, man. It's unfortunate, but that's what it be. Real talk. You got to lock in, bruh. All that garbage you were doing before, it's not working. It's not working. Start over. Redo it all. Start from scratch. Like, it's garbage that you did. It's terrible, bruh. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not displaying anything. The only thing you're displaying is how your brain just can't connect with just creativity. That's just tragic, bro. Embarrassing, bro. Real talk, bro. God damn. Anyway, let's talk about this Wale ish, bro. Let's go.